Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ike and today we're back on Hypixel Skyblock for the version 1.11.3 update. This is like the fourth or fifth time of trying to record this, so hopefully this all goes well. I'm going to be doing a lot of ranting because I'm trying to get this video out very quickly because the update just dropped and I need the views, but this will be encompassing the latest update, which is effectively Slayer V2, and also the Spider's Den update. So, because that was like 2 days ago, and that's what this video is initially going to be, let's start right here. So the Spider's Den update is your pretty standard island update. It just looks better, it's more accessible, it's more usable, it's more friendly, user-friendly, and it's just generally a big update. So, we still have the classical spire, so don't think that your warp to top nest goals have gone to waste. This is still sort of useful, but the den has been changed down there. It does look different. Rest of the island, the dragon's still here, but there's a house now. And you can't really see, but there's a cave entrance right there. So, as you probably will know from doing Spider Slayer, from time to time when spawning in your boss, it spawns in, you're up here because, you know, you killed the final mob up here, and then it jumps at you to try and kill you, and it yeets itself off the edge, and that's annoying. It's not only annoying because it's really inconvenient, but it's also annoying because sometimes it yeets itself into the void, and that's just really annoying. So, they've changed, well, they haven't changed it, but now there's lots of high level spiders in the caves underneath the island. Jesus. There's now lots of spiders in the caves underneath the island. Cinematic mode. Stop. So that is where you're probably going to do your spider slayers from now on, unless you are new, in which case doing it up here is still absolutely fine. But I just recommend, if you can, go into there, because there they can't yeet themselves into the void. Along with this update, there are 2 brand new fairy souls for this island, so I'm going to quickly show you those. I'm not going to show you all of them because A, I don't know where all of them are, and B, it'll take too long. So I'm just going to stick with the 2 brand new ones. So, in case you can't tell, this one here, it's on the side by the Blazing Fortress. You can just jump down from the top, it's right there. And I do believe the other one is in the pond over here. So let's quickly hop over. Yes, I believe it's this one. There is one in there where that fellow is, but I think that counts as an old one, and that one is technically a new one. Up here in the house, I'm going to try and speedrun this. We've got the Beast Slayer, which will show you all about the bestiary, which can be found in your combat skills section, which is basically an encyclopedia of all the mobs you've ever killed. As you kill more mobs, you can level up the mobs to deal more damage, get more coins, and more XP and magic find when killing them. And at different tiers, you can actually get information about drop rates of things, such as the golden powder here, which now means we have definitive numbers for how often you're going to drop things. There isn't currently a Slayer category, which I think would fit just there absolutely brilliantly, but, you know, it's not bad. There's milestones as well, so as you level up different mobs, you'll get milestones, and the different tiers of milestone will give you, I think, additional health and a lot of XP, combat XP. So if you've killed a mob in Skyblock before, then when you log back in, you are going to have a lot of combat XP waiting for you, and that will be given to you as soon as you join. So unfortunately, you can't quickly switch to your pet unless you set up a macro. Shaggy, I believe you talked to start the quest for the archaeologist, which is over there. I'll show you in a second. Grandma Wolf gives you the brand new Grandma Wolf pet, which gives combos. You can read that, but basically as you kill lots of mobs in succession, you get little buffs. And the higher your bestiary tier level, the more you can talk to her, and the higher level you can get, higher rarity you can get your pet to be. So I'm level 20 in the bestiary, so I got to a legendary Grandma Wolf pet. Now, as I was speaking about, over here we have the archaeologist who starts the archaeology quest, which is the one you can see on the right of my screen, where you have to search for hidden relics. And yes, it's exactly what you think, guys. It's like Fairy Souls V2. Anyways, yeah, that's what they look like. They're these little quartz block like heads. That is one of the relics. Skyblock Extras has waypoints showing all the relics, but not how to get to them. So I'll show you 2 more down here. But I recommend you watching the video. There's one just through there, which you can see, and then there's one back there, which you might be able to notice. We have seen in chat Arcane Keeper Fragments. So they updated the chat, because before it said Arcane Fragments, but it's actually Arcane Keeper Fragments, which are different Arcane Fragments. And that is to spawn the new Arcane boss. Oh yeah, there's a Fairy Soul and a relic in there, just not a new Fairy Soul. So the boss is in here. There's an altar which you can place 4 Keeper Fragments, which you have, I believe, a 2% chance of dropping when killing a spider. And when it's a standard boss, so it has 1,000,000 health. It'll chase after you. Oh wow, you can just like walk through. It'll chase after you, and at different points. Oh, there I go. I leveled up my bestiary. And at different points, she'll explode into all these tiny brutes. And when she does, she just disappears and then reappears when you kill the final brute. Give this guy some healing. There she is. So she has 1,000,000 health. And that's if you spawn her with arcane creature type. If you somehow manage to get an arcane crystal, don't know where you get them from, but apparently they exist, then you can spawn in one with 20,000,000 health. I think I have a clip of that happening. I don't know if my mic was on in it. Don't think it was. So I might play that there. Not there. Might play that here to show you that, but it's not much interest. It's not very interesting. So this is an arcane fragment, but not an arcane keeper. So the arcane fragments, these ones, don't appear to have a use. They don't have a recipe attached to you, to them, so I really don't know what the point of them is. What you'll be needing to summon the boss is these arachnes. Oh, they're arachne, not arcane. That makes a lot of sense. Arachnes keeper fragments, which are dropped by either keeper spiders or just regular spiders. And then this is the arcane crystal. Arachne crystal. God, I gotta get that right. This is the arachne crystal. Don't know how you get it, but that's the one which spawns the 20 million health arachne. This is soul string. I have a bit here. This is used to craft the 3 brand new bows. So there's the Spider Queen Stinger, which can then be upgraded, and there's the Venom's Touch, which can also be upgraded, and then there's Soul's Rebound. So the Soul Drop is used to craft Soul's Rebound, and upgrade Spider Queen Stinger, and the other one, which is Venom's Touch. Thank you. It apparently is dropped by the 20 million health arachne for whoever spawned in. And if that's a guarantee every single time, then that might be a money making method, because you can buy the arachne crystals for like 2.5 mil and then sell 250k, and then sell the drops for 300k each. Yeah, I do believe that that's everything in the update that was 2 days ago or so. So now that that's finally done, we can get on with. Oh, God damn it! We can get on with today's update. Well, today when I'm making this, I don't know if it's today when I'm releasing this. Hopefully it is, because then I can get lots of extra viewers. Hi. So in case you weren't aware, they released Hypixel Skyblock V0.11.2 a few hours ago, and that's the Bartender's Brewery update that we've been waiting for so long. So you might remember a while ago there was a project called the Bartender's Brewery, and this is the update for that project. You could contribute here with different items to get contribute points, and the more points you got, the better rewards you get. So I get a 5% discount at Bartender, because that's what I did. You could get up to a 15% discount at the Bartender, and up to a 5% discount at Maddox, depending on how many times you donated, if you will. But part of this, I've got to say goodbye to the OP God Potion. I mean, it's still pretty good. As you can see there, the duration has been halved, but you get an extra few hours based on your alchemy level. So it says 7 hours there, and I'm alchemy 30. It's actually 7.5 hours, because when I consumed the potion, it said you've got all positive effects for 19.5 hours. So I don't know how it scales. I don't know how much time you get at alchemy 50 or at alchemy 10 or 20 or whatever, but I'm sure someone will manage to figure that out soon. But actually now for the main feature presentation of the update, the Bartender's Brewery. So unlike the other 2 updates that we've had, this doesn't actually alter the look of the brewery, which I quite like, because this is quite an old part of the game. And here, the bartender has a couple new items to sell us. Mix-ins. Mix-ins are like additions for your god potion. So if you have a god potion, you can add in a mix-in, which will give you extra buffs. So this one gives you 7 magic find when you kill a monster in 1 hit. This one gives you 10 ferocity. And this one gives you 5% dodge chance. Now, do note that each of them do require level 8 in their respective slayer to use, so don't go racing ahead to get yourself lots of extra ferocity. As far as I can tell, it works the same way that the tea and juice and cola works, so you won't be able to stack them, but instead brew them into different potions. Which, thinking about it, could I brew one god potion into 3 zombie brain mixed potions, which gives me a god potion and that, effectively tripling the amount of potion I have? Wait. And finally we have Revenant Minion tier 12. I'm surprised there isn't a Tarantula Minion tier 12, but, you know, that just is how it is. It takes a tier 11, 64 Revenant Viscera, and 2 million coins. I must note that those 2 million coins, I have a 5% discount at the bartender, and something tells me that the discount isn't being applied there for some reason, so maybe that's something that they need to look into. And of course, Revenant Horror Tier 5. We've been waiting for it for a long time now, and it's finally here. Now, I would show you what one's like, but unfortunately, I'm only Revenant Horror Tier 5, so I don't have access to it. But I'm sure you'll be able to find plenty of other videos on it. Do note that, though this is only Tier 5 for the Revenant, there isn't a Sven Pack Master Tier 5 or a Tarantula Tier 5, which is unfortunate, but it'll hopefully come in a later date. Keen-eyed viewers may have noticed the painting on the right for each of the Slayers, and this is the RN Jesus meter. Now, this was leaked by the admin Doctor about a week ago, but for those of you who haven't seen it, basically, as you kill more and more revenants or tarantulas or wolves, you'll level, well, not level up, you'll fill up the meter, and then when the meter is at 100%, then you are guaranteed an RN Jesus drop. I must note that they are separate meters between each of the slayers, so you can't just do 100 revenants and then do 1 wolf to get a free overflux. Well, free. Another feature that Doctor leaked was the Auto Slayer. Finally! Does exactly what you say. You set a Slayer type and a Slayer tier, and then it will just keep renewing it every time you kill one. I must stress though, I don't like the fact that you need tier 6 in all bosses to use it. A much better way, I think, is to have it accessible at tier 6 for each of the Slayers. So say I'm tier 6 in Revenant, I can then do an auto renew for Revenant, but I can't do it for Tarantula or for Sven, and vice versa. Another idea is that you start off being able to auto Slayer for tier 1s, and then as you level up your different Slayers, you can then do auto tier 2s, auto tier 3s, auto tier 4s, and then eventually auto tier 5s. It is a slightly different way of looking at it, but I feel like that would heavily favour newer players rather than the older players. And there's also these Slayer bonus rewards. So at level 6 and level 7 in all Slayers, I don't think there's anything for any before, you'll get 3 of any boss's main token drop when slaying its mini bosses, which means that if I killed a Revenant champion, it'll give me 3 extra Revenant flesh. And at level 7, it makes Slayers 4% cheaper. I did mention earlier that by contributing in the Town Hall, you could get 5% off Slayers. But that happened really quickly, and some people didn't even get an opportunity to do it. So the admins added this in for those who weren't able to contribute enough. With the release of the Tier 5 Slayer for Revenant, we got a few new recipes at Tier 7. Tier 7 seems to be a major milestone in the admin's eyes, so a lot of things are at Tier 7. So if you're at Tier 7, you should have access to all the new features of the update. These include the Axe of the Shredded, which heals on hit, deals increased damage to zombies, and makes you take less damage. So it's pretty much an upgrade to the Revenant Falchion. And its ability will deal 10% of your melee damage to all enemies within the Thrown Axe's path, and it costs 20 mana. It doesn't have a cooldown, so you can always fire it again, but that will cost twice as much mana. However, it does do twice as much damage. There's also the Reaper Orb, which gives you strength for every kill in the last 5 seconds. This is an accessory, by the way, in case you didn't notice. So it will happen passively so long as you have Zombie Slayer 8. So basically, if you don't really understand that somehow, if I killed 100 people within 100 enemies, if I killed so in case you don't understand that, if I killed 100 enemies within 5 seconds, then I'd get 200 strength for those 5 seconds. Then it would just wear away. 2 new Slayer drops are the Shard of the Shredded, which is used, I presume, for the Axe of the Shredded, and the Warden Heart, which is used to make the Warden Helmet. So the Warden Helmet slows you down, but halves your speed, but increases your base weapon damage by 10% for every 25 speed. Oh, guild test quest here. Nice. So if I had 100 speed, then I'd be able to get an extra 40% damage. That is just added onto your weapon instead of being accumulative. So I couldn't get 40% extra and then add all the buffs of sharpness and then add all the buffs of whatever. It would just be the base weapon damage. Anyways, I think that just about covers everything in the latest 2 updates. If I did miss anything, then please let me know in the comments, and I'll try my best to look into it and see if I can fix the video. And if you did enjoy it, then while you're down there, be sure to leave a like. Really lets me know that you enjoy this kind of content. If you didn't, then leave a dislike, so then I know that you didn't like this kind of content. Anyways, enough of me talking. See you all in the next video. Bye bye. Also, there's this hole, and if you fall in it without a god pot or an aspect at the end, you're kind of stuck in there forever. Have fun.